to Jeff Koinange Holiday Special, Kenya at 50. For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be celebrating the heroes and heroines of our great republic. And yes, they are out there, and you're going to get to find out who they are, where they've been, and what they mean to this country. Because if we don't celebrate our heroes, we might as well just shut down this country and leave it be. The heroes are the ones who make this country what it is. Like my guest today, believe it or not, Independence Day 1963, he was there performing at the stadium for then First President Jomo Kenyatta and his entire entourage. And he was accompanied by none other than the likes of Harry Belafonte and Miriam Makeba. This man is an international cabaret superstar, has performed in the major capitals of the world, and he has a story to tell, not just about performing in the big stage, but also about his country, his continent, and why he came back and still back and won't leave this region, because this is the place to be. Folks, original name, many of you know him as Salim Abdullah Salim. Changed his name later on after he met a whole host of superstars, including Sammy Davis Jr. and the likes. He's changed his name from Salim to Sal. And yes, Sal Davies, the superstar, on the bench. Whoa, sit back.
I was looking around to see who you're talking about, man. Is it me?
It's you.
Oh, okay.
Sal, good to see you, man.
Nice to see you too,
and
man.
Happy 50th.
Listen, I missed you. 9 months you were gone, man.
Yeah, I was gone, man.
I kept wondering, where is this Jeff Koinange? Where is Jeff Koinange, man? I'm glad you're back.
I'm back, and it's great to be back.
Nice to be back.
No better place to be than Kenya at 50.
Hey. It's going to be wonders here at 50s.
Isn't it?
It's true.
And you were there, Sal, on that first celebration, weren't you?
I was there, and I'm the only one left who was there performing. You know, all my great guys, they're gone, man. I'm the only one left.
But tell me, Sal, how did you get to be there?
I'll tell you a story. This was to do with a guy called Tom Boyer. Tom came to London, and when he came to London, he said to me, he called me. I was surprised to receive a call from Tom Boyer. And I said, yes, Mr. Boyer. He said, look, I want you to come to the hotel, Great Cumberland Place, the Cumberland Hotel at Marble Arch. And I said, okay. So I went there. And he said, listen, I want to invite you for the celebrations of Kenya's independence. And I said, okay. Who's paying? He said, I'm paying. I'm going to pay everything for you, bring you there, and you're going to perform with Belafonte and Makeba. Okay. He said, but I need something. When I heard that but, I was worried. And I said, what do you need? He said, I need a song from you. Uhuru song. Independence song. I said, well, that's simple. That's simple. So I went away. He was still in London. 2 days later, I came with a song. And he said, yeah. And I stood there and I said, Ayaya Uhuru, Ayaya Kenyatta. Hey. So he liked the song. He says, you're on and you're going to come to Kenya. So I wrote a song and we recorded the song.
And you came here?
I came home. I came with the Belafonte and Makeba, and we didn't do the stadium. There was no stadium at that time. What we did was the civil ball and the state ball.
Okay.
So that's what we did.
How was it?
It was very good. Now, that's where Makeba and Belafonte got, "Wo malaika nakupenda, malaika nami nifanyeje, kijana mwenzio." That's where they heard me sing. Hey, they were out of sight. Because everybody who did Malaika did it. Malaika, nakupenda malai. I mean, I transformed it.
Yeah.
I made it into a ballad, but with a meaning. Like even when I travel, I go all over Europe, I tell them I want to sing a song from my country. I sing it, but then they don't understand it. So I had to include some English word. Angel, I really love you, my angel. Whoa, my angel. I really love you, my angel. What more can I do? I'm in love with you. I'm poor. I got no money, but I would love to marry you.
Oh.
So that they understood.
And they get it.
Yeah, because that is what the song is all about.
Right.
It's about a man talking about a girl.
And his love for the woman and all that. Yeah.
And got no money to marry.
Just like you and me.
Yeah, well, no, looking at you, man. You progress. Come on, man. I'm still there.
Sal, let's go back to 63. So you perform and everything, and then later on, Mzee calls you to Gatundu.
No, yeah, we went to Gatundu because I had a song. Kinyatawe, ndiye baba wa taifa. I had to get permission for that song.
From him?
Because, yeah. You cannot, he has to hear it. He has to hear it. And then when he heard it, then he says, okay, hii ni mzuri, you can, unaweza toa. You cannot sing a song of a president without him authorizing it.
Did he like it?
Very much. It was played in every Kenyatta Day.
Yeah, but you were telling me young Uhuru.
Well, yeah, but Uhuru was very young.
He was there?
Yeah, he was there. I think I was very young.
Yeah.
Very young. But anyway, and then at State House also I went. We visited with the man who was running Philips here. A Dutch guy was running Philips organization. Because I recorded for Decca. Decca were owned by Philips. No, I recorded for Philips.
Yeah.
And Philips naturally are the Philips company.
Correct.
But anyway, we also did it.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was good.
And then 50 years later, let's fast forward because we're going to be going back and forth in this conversation. They call you, and first of all, they honor you at Mashujaa Day. You got a big honor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you performed at the stadium for another Kenyatta.
Now, let me tell you one thing. They called me and they said, you know, we want you to have. I said, listen, who did I kill? Because, you know, to be a hero, man, you don't just become a hero.
Yeah.
You have to have killed somebody. I told that to the president when I was having lunch with him. I said, listen, you have to, and he laughed his head off. He said, yeah, you must have killed somebody. I said, yeah, you can't be a hero.
Yeah.
But anyway, they called me. And actually, let me be honest with you. There was only a few days left. And I said, listen, I'm not prepared. They said, no. We want you to sing on a soundtrack. I said, listen, I'll come over. I want to hear it. And then I'll make up my mind if I want to do it or not. Because I don't want to look stupid standing at stadium and looking stupid. But it went all right.
It went well.
Yeah.
But then what we didn't see was the fact that you wanted to say something at the stadium and they cut off the mic.
No, well, yeah, they did that. But you see, I told them before, look, this is something unique. 50 years ago, I was in front of this guy's father. 50 years later, I'm here in front of him. Give me a chance. Let me say a few words. You know, blah, blah, blah. You have to write down so we know what you're... I said, listen, what am I going to do? Insult the president? I just want to say a few words. So I got to the microphone. I'm just about, Mr. President, they cut off the mic.
Typical.
They started the song.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I walked off.
You walked away?
Yeah, I walked off. And the president started asking, what's wrong with Sal? He said he wants to say a few words and they wouldn't let me. Let him. And I heard him maybe saying like, let him say whatever he wants to say. So I came back. They brought me back and I said, Mr. President, these guys are dictators. You know, but actually I didn't mean it that way because they're great guys.
Right, sure.
Wanjohi and Thukwe.
Yeah.
They're great guys.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean it in that way. I meant it in a fun way.
Sure,
you know? Yeah.
sure. And then what did you say? What did you have to say?
No, then I said, you know, Mr. President, this is unique. I want to say it and I want to say it again because this is unique. I performed for you today. 50 years ago, I performed for your father. All the people who are with me, who are my friends, who are performers, they're all gone. I'm the only guy left. So that is what, and I've written a song for you, and I'm going to do it for the 50th celebrations. I know I'm invited.
Yeah.
Understand? But we have to.
Did he clap? Did he laugh?
Oh, what? It didn't finish there.
Yeah.
Because I had to go and have lunch with him. I didn't know that. I didn't know I was having lunch with the president. I was invited to State House for lunch, but I didn't know I was going to be there. We went to our table, like uko kwenye bush uko nyuma
uko mashinani.
Yeah, iko A B C D E H R. Miko uko. All of a sudden, somebody came and said, "Listen, we kuja." I said, "What's happening?" I thought maybe I said something now. Now, you know.
You're being kicked out.
This is the other president's era.
Yeah.
I'm going in now, you know, for walking off.
Yeah.
But then I said, no, the president wants to have lunch with him. That was an honor.
So you walked from D
all
the way to
A, number one. to the Godfather himself there.
What did he say?
No, we stood there waiting for him to come, and then he came in through the back door. And the moment he sat down, he said, "These guys are dictators, aren't they?" Mr. President, that's not what I meant. But yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah.
So I had 2 hours with him. Hey,
wow.
It was a great lunch. There was Margaret there, First Lady, himself, Uhuru, Karangi,
the general.
The general,
yes.
And Muturi, the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Oh, my.
And me. Little old me.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but we had a great time. Because I was,
Yeah, you were you.
I was normal.
You were you.
Yeah, I was normal. Telling jokes and,
Yeah.
and and he was happy. I even said to him, I said, if you want to have fun, Mr. President, in a hotel, go to the reception. Watch people checking in. A guy came in, big guy from America, big Texans edge. He wants a room. They said, "I'm sorry, sir, we are fully booked." He looked up, he saw your picture. He didn't know who you are. So this guy said, "Who's that guy?" He said, "Oh, that's the president." "What would you do if the president came and he asked for a room?" They said, "Oh, we'd find him a suite." "Well, he's not coming. Give me that suite." And he started laughing. So we were telling jokes and really having a good time.
Wow.
He was, listen, that was an euphoria for me that I will not forget. There are few things that I've done in life, and that comes up.
Yeah. And on top of that, Sal, performing for two presidents of the same name, father and son, in your lifetime. How many people have done that?
No, none, as far as I know. But I'm saying to you now is that is something unique. And it is unique. There's no other way about it. I mean, however I try to make it play down, because I'm trying to make it like, I don't want to be important. As I try to play down, it doesn't stay down there.
No.
It comes up, so that was unique. That was really unique.
Yeah.
There's no other word.
Absolutely.
No other.
And the fact that Kenya's turning 50, Sal, I mean, it's incredible. We're here at the cusp of this huge event that's going to propel us forward, Sal. I mean, we can take off as a country now.
Oh, listen.
We're ready to take off.
Listen. You're in digital years now. Forget about the analogs of myself. These are digital boys. I guarantee you they're going to do a lot of things. There's no way I can see them not doing the right things. No way. Uhuru and the Ruto,
yes.
These are young kids. They're going to do, I can't say kids.
They are.
These are young guys.
Yeah.
They're going to do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
I have no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
And you've performed everywhere across the planet, Sal. I mean, here, this is home at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I was born at Kibokoni in Mombasa.
Look at that.
And I'm back there at Mombasa, so I want to die. I built a place in Mtwapa. You have to drive like you're going to Malindi. You cut across there.
Yeah.
Jimba Ruins is called, and I have a place there. Small little house I built. So I'm back. I'm back home.
And it's good to
play a lot of golf every day, and So.
And once in a while you come to Nairobi.
Yeah, Nairobi. To be honest with you, I used to live here because I used to be a VOK. I had a program on television and on the radio.
And you did Sundowner, didn't you?
Sundowner, Breakfast Club.
Weren't you the first black presenter?
Yeah. They thought, but they didn't think I was black. They thought I was a Muzungu chap the way I was speaking, They thought this guy, because they had a guy called David Dunlop. And he was a Muzungu and well loved by the people. And all the old ladies and the Muzungu ladies, they all, now when the VOK sacked him, woo, big story. Achengo Neko is the one who brought me here. He was the Minister of Information. So I came, and the moment I came, when I start speaking, the guy said, who's this guy? He sounds American, And actually, they don't know, but Americans know I'm not American. Because the way I speak more like a West Indian kind of an accent.
Right.
More like an American.
Yes.
But my program was very successful. Sundowner.
So
they didn't talk about David Dunlop anymore.
No. You were the man.
Sal Davies.
We grew up listening to Sundowner, Sal.
Yeah, it was good. And I came up with a phrase called, yep, right. So everywhere I go, it's the right. It was fantastic.
Is it sort of like, oh my?
Oh my. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, those were good days.
Those were the days.
When they...
I didn't think they would end. I thought I would still be the same age as I was then. Looking at myself now, hey, it ain't it.
Yeah.
Days have gone.
Yeah.
And the days have passed.
But you also opened up a club. A lot of people don't know this, Sal, that you had a club on my street.
Koinange Street, yeah. Yeah.
Before it became Florida,
Yeah.
it was called
Sal Davies Night Spot.
Come on.
Yeah. It was Sal Davies Night Spot. For 2 years I was there. And I tell you, but then I had to stop. There's a reason why I stopped also.
Yeah.
So, but it was...
Was it the place to be?
Yeah. There was no other club. There was only like a Hellions, and then the Starlight came.
Yeah.
Starlight. That's all. Then there was Sal Davies Night Spot. Oh, that was fantastic. And the area was right, and the setting was right, and I built a stage in there where you could pull it out, because I used to sing. It got to a certain time at night, I'd sing 1 or 2 songs, and I remember the song that was so big at the time.
Yeah.
When I come home, tell me all about it. When I come home, tell me all about it. I forgot it now, but it was years.
Was it huge?
Big.
They loved it.
That days.
Huh?
In those days, big.
You loved to perform, didn't you?
Well, listen, if you can perform, you have to perform. But I love cabaret. I didn't like to do anything. I love cabaret because you're near the people. Yeah. You're telling jokes to the people. You're making noise.
Correct.
Yeah, and if you can sing, that's the place, and that's how you judge yourself if you're a good singer, because people are busy. In the cabaret, there's a guy there trying to find a nice girl, spoons working, and if people can stop and listen to you, you understand, for 20, 30 minutes, then you're good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody will be listening to you.
And there are not that many who are like that, Sal. There are not many who can hold a crowd for that long.
Well, for me, it was more difficult. Don't forget, I came from Africa. I had to learn the trade, in a place like in England.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, but it worked out. I was determined.
Yeah.
I was determined to do it.
Sal, I want to hear more about that, because, this wasn't an overnight thing. You spent years.
Oh, I worked.
You worked your tail off, if you will.
Yeah.
And also you met the best of the best.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, Frank Sinatra I didn't meet. But Frank Sinatra I saw in Paris. I was working at a place called the Kusamba. It's a club.
Hold that thought. And also Harry Belafonte.
Belafonte is a friend. Sidney Poitier is a friend. Sidney Poitier also, I met him in Paris. He was going to do a movie called The Long Ships, together with Richard Widmark and Claudia Cardinale.
Look at that.
Hey, pretty lady.
Really?
Woo! Claudia Cardinale.
Cardinale?
Yeah, an Italian. So I met Sidney there. Then I met Sidney here at the Independence.
And then he did the Will Be Conspiracy in the 70s. Remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember that movie too. Well, because he did also a movie with Belafonte. I can't remember the name, but yeah.
Hold that thought, Sal. Hold that thought. You are a walking, talking encyclopedia.
Hey, great fun.
Indeed. Sal Davies, folks, my goodness, like I said, a walking, talking encyclopedia of history. So let's take a walk down memory lane with this great, amazing legend of our time. He says there are not that many of them left. I agree. So let's do what we can to learn from the best of the best of the best. Jeff Koinange Holiday Special, Kenya at 50. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Jeff Koinange Holiday Special, Kenya at 50. And when Abdullah Salim shows up on the bench, you probably know him better as Sal Davies. It's not only an honor, but it's a pleasure, because this man was there at Independence in '63. 50 years later, he's here. He performed for the president then, performing for his son now. How about that, folks? Not many people get to do anything like close to that. And in the between, he has walked the earth, literally, performing with the best of the best. Sit back, folks. This is special. Sal, you performed with the best of them, haven't you?
Well, I must admit, I performed with people like Cliff Richard. He was quite big.
Cliff Richard?
Yeah.
What song?
No, he was doing a show called the Old Boy, and I performed in that show. There's a guy called Jack Good. He was the producer of the show. Fantastic. There were some other people too.
What did you sing in those songs? Hey,
in those days?
Yeah.
Unchain My Heart.
Go on. Let's go. Go on.
No, but that was a song. Unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Unchain my heart, 'cause I don't care about me, don't care about me. You got me sitting like a pillowcase. You never know that I'm gonna waste. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free.
Was that a big hit?
Oh, it was a big hit for me.
Yes.
All over Europe. Because I remember I went to Belgium to do a show. And this song was done in Belgium at a company called Ronex. And they're finished now, they're not there anymore. And all of a sudden the song is released. And within 6 or a week, it's #1 in Belgium.
No.
Now I'm doing a show in a club for like $25 a night. And, you know,
And your song is #1.
And my song is #1. What's going on here?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy, I met by mistake, you know. I loved him all throughout my life because he was not only a performer, he did everything in show business. He was better than anybody. There was nobody who could beat Sammy in entertainment. Sammy could sing. Sammy could dance. Sammy could do impressions. Sammy could play music. Nobody was like that. You get a man like Nat King Cole. He's only a singer.
Yeah.
Piano player, singer. You get a guy like Frank Sinatra, just a singer. But Sammy was more than a singer. He belonged to the Sinatra's Red Pack. It's called Red
Pack. Correct.
Yeah. But he was the most talented human being in that Red Pack. Sinatra could, Sinatra was big.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about talent and singing. Sammy could sing.
He was the man.
Yeah, I went to watch him at the Pigalle. There was a place in Pigalle in Swallow Street in London. He came to do a show. And Sophia Loren was sitting on one of the tables. Would you believe? People were not watching Sophia Loren, they were only watching Sammy Davis.
No.
And here's a guy with a head like a saddle, you know, and a small guy. He ain't good looking, that I can tell you for sure. But people were watching Sammy for 2 hours. Nobody was watching Sophia Loren.
Wow.
Except me. No, I'm serious. Because that's how talented the man was.
Yeah.
Too talented.
Wow.
Too talented.
And then one time you were walking with him at Heathrow.
Yeah, at Heathrow, it was at the airport.
Right.
And the old man Kenyatta was also coming through, coming home. And Sammy heard Kenyatta was.
Sammy knew Kenyatta?
No, he knew of Kenyatta.
Kenyatta, yes.
How did he know about Kenyatta? He knew of, because he never came to Kenya. So he walked out of there and he came to say, Mr. Kenyatta, I'm Sammy Davis Jr. Now he was expecting from Zay to know.
Yeah.
No way. He said, huyu ni nani? Huyu ni Sammy Davis mzee ambaye ni mtu mkubwa sana. Nafanya nini? Kazi yake nini? Na boy kazi yake kuimba. Oh, okay. He shook his head and he went. I tell you, because you didn't expect Zay to know Sammy Davis Jr.
No.
Come on. You didn't expect him, any.
But Sammy must have been thrilled.
Oh, listen, who wouldn't be thrilled when you meet Kenyatta? Everybody. I met him a few times.
Yeah.
I was thrilled. I was really thrilled. Kenyatta is something else. Now I met the son. It's euphoria because I'm happy. I met the son.
Yeah.
And actually he's down to earth. The boy is down to earth.
He is,
it's
isn't
as
he?
simple as that.
I mean,
but anyway.
For you to sit down with him at that lunch,
2 hours. I was falling asleep. The reason is not because it was boring, no. Because they'd woken us 5 o'clock in the morning, man, that day.
To get to the stadium.
To get to the stadium. Come on, man.
Yes.
I'm 72 years old. I got tired.
Okay, Sal.
I was falling asleep.
Yeah, Sal, you performed a special song during Independence, didn't you? A special song.
I wrote a song,
And you're rewriting it. Or
no, the song, the melody is the same, but the lyrics have changed.
Okay, how does it go?
No, I mean, I'm only saying like Ayaya Uhuru, but then I'm saying, for example, in one of the what do you call it?
Stanzas,
the lyrics is makabila yote ya ungane chini ya uhuru Kalenjin, Kikuyu, Jaluo, Mkamba, ayayao. Alafu I'm going to say, don't forget the coast and the Abaluyas. You understand?
Yeah.
We are all Kenyans. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I've changed the words.
But the melody's the same.
Yeah, but then ayayao, uhuru. It's a funny thing about this.
Yeah.
The uhuru comes in
For freedom.
Yeah,
it was
for freedom.
And now
it comes for the president, you know. Who am I to say no? You know. But anyway, it was good.
Where did Makini come about?
Listen, Makini was a throwaway.
It was a huge hit.
Yeah, but it was a throwaway for the backside of Ayaya Uhuru. 50 years ago, I wrote Makini just as a throwaway.
No.
Yeah, and I put some English words into it, and that's it. Then when this song was obsolete, Makini came up, and Makini was the hit.
And those who don't know, haven't heard Makini, it goes like this.
Makini, Makini. In Swahili, Makini means have kuwa na busara, kuwa na makini. Understand? So, Makini akili, ni ndugu wawili. Makini na akili, ni ndugu wawili. Moyo usende mbali, tizama lako, mabe. Now, I like to put bilingual, so that in Europe, I'm able to sell a song because it's also bilingual.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's how it came about. My baby, my baby. So it was like that.
Were you surprised at how your songs made it big out there, Sal?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was surprised when you do a song. You're surprised because you don't know how a song is going to turn out.
You were telling me last time we spoke, Sal, the first time you were discovered was some club in London. You were
No, what happened? I was at school. I was at college.
Yeah, you're studying law.
Yeah, no, I was doing my A-level then.
All right.
At the Portsmouth College of Technology. Now, there used to be talent competition. They used to give you little money, you understand?
Yeah.
So I always figured, like, why not? Maybe I can win. So I went to a talent competition in Portsmouth. And the songs in those days were Belafonte songs. You know, songs like, This is my island in the sun, where my people have toiled since time begun.
Yes.
I may sail on many seas, the shores will always be home to. So I said, man, I'm going to sing that. So I went, then the guy said to me, kid, what you going to sing? I said, I want to sing a calypso song. What key? I don't know. Just this is how it goes. I said, this is my eye? Oh, okay. Then play it. When I finished, the guy who played the piano, his name was Dick Katz. I remember him, he's dead.
Remember his name?
Yeah. And he said to me, kid, have you thought about going professional? I said, no, I'm in school, man. I'm doing my A-level. When you finish, take my card. Come to London. Come and see me. His name is Dick Katz. So now he's got me all messed up. I'm finishing college. I don't want to do anything else. I want to go into the singing. Because the man said I'm good. Good.
What was the reaction from the crowd that day?
I won it. What do you mean reaction? I won it. So when I won it, I won this thing. And I couldn't believe it. I won it. Anyway, I went to see him, and he started telling me, kid, you got good personality. I didn't even know what personality is. I said, okay. Yeah. So I said, now I'm going to put you into the, you want to work? I said, yeah, I'd like to work. So I started working. So the time came for me to go for my law. I didn't go. My father was upset. Yo, man, I don't know what to say. But anyway, it turned out all right.
Yes.
Here I am with Jeff Koinange. Wow, what can I do?
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
But, I mean, it must have been amazing, though, huh? Okay, best person you performed with, or for, or opened for, or in the presence of?
No, it was a club called the Contessa Club. There, in Soho.
In Soho.
Where all the nice ladies, ladies of the night, it was Soho. Yeah. And I worked there. Then I worked there for a long time. People used to come and see me, the Contessa Club, and for a long time.
Yeah.
Then I started.
Would you pack the house? Would you fill?
No, I didn't have to pack the house. The house was already packed because that was the place where people came
and
for
hung
the
out.
evening.
Yeah.
But then in the end, I performed all over England. I performed everywhere. You name, from the north to the south to the where I performed. Yeah. I lived in England for 25 years of my life. So,
And then the rest of Europe you did?
A lot. All over Europe, I've done.
Despite the language barriers?
No, usually there's no language barrier in singing. No. And I did a lot for the American bases. See, people don't realize Americans had bases in Germany.
Yeah.
All over Germany.
Italy, Germany. Yeah.
So I signed a contract with the agent, And I used to go around all the bases. That was a good experience, hard work, because you're traveling in the buses, you know, you're going to Mannheim, you're going to Hamburg, you're going to Düsseldorf, you're going to Stuttgart.
U.S. Marines or military, it was just for them.
Well, you
performed for them?
Yeah, and military has, in American had EM clubs, NCOs, officers. So the show you did for the EM was something else. It was a rough kind of, the show you did for NCO was a different thing, was a little bit classy. When you go to the officers, you can't tell dirty jokes, you can't do anything because this is the officers club now, you understand?
Yes.
So now, the Americans, the funny part about this is true, Jack. American blacks say, hey man, where you from?
Don't ask you?
Yeah. I say, man, I'm from Africa. No, man, we all from Africa. From the world. Which part of the world? Now, the world to an American black is America.
That's it.
That's it. I said, yeah, man, the world. Where are you from, the world? We know you're African, like all of us. We all come from Africa.
Right.
So I had to come up with something. Yeah, man, I'm from Philly. Yeah, now you're talking. Now you're talking. You're from Philadelphia.
Correct.
Because all the Americans from the South moved all over to Philadelphia. Yeah. So I said, and now you're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
They wouldn't believe you're from Africa.
No. Because the way I sang, the way I spoke, no way I could be from Africa. Because, you know, I said, well, I'm from Africa, whether you like it or not.
What would you perform for them? Malaika? Would you do all this?
No, not in those, you don't do those things there. For the AM clubs? No, man, you go out there kicking from the beginning. You're coming out, you know, you're really kicking.
Yeah.
Baby, what I say, baby, what I say. No, I said, oh, you open it with
yeah.
So you get them on the crowd. Otherwise, you come there with,
They'll throw stuff at you.
No. Get out, man. Go do something else.
Sal, that's what I want to talk about after the break. I want to talk about what kind of advice you can give young people who want to be you when they grow up. I know we've never had someone of your stature, your level, you know, with the kind of, you know, schedule and touring that you have done. We've never had anyone come out of here who's done that. Why not? Okay, hold it. Hold that thought, Sal, because you know they need the advice.
Okay, I got it.
Sal Davies, my goodness, what an adventure it is. What a chat. This man has seen it all, been there, done that, got the T-shirt, and now he's telling us what it was like back then and today. That's why this is what we're calling a holiday special. Talking to legends, no doubt, heroes and heroines who were there from the start. Chef Koinange, holiday special. We'll be back in a moment.
Yeah.
Mashuja, you are. You know, you're a real hero.
Yes.
You are. Because you've inspired a lot of people, Sal.
Well, I don't know about inspire, but I would like to, because, you know, this business, you've got to go, Jeff, there's no shortcuts to it.
Yeah.
You got to learn the trade. Yeah. There's no way. I tell Maya, my daughter, I said, Maya, you have to learn the trade. Sitting here, you'll be good. You'll be playing at one wedding, playing the other wedding, and you make a little bit of money you live with, but you'll never make it big here. You have to get out of here. Well, she agrees with me, but then she doesn't go. So if you want to make, you'll be here, you'll perform here, you'll be Safari Sound, you'll be this, the mushroom, but you never go in.
No. But Sal, how come no one else has made it at that level from here? How come?
I don't know.
We don't have a big...
I don't know. You know, we have here, I even spoke to the president about the Musical Society of Kenya.
Yeah.
They are the ones who are going to have to take the thing by the throat and move it. I mean, you know, but how? I don't know. I cannot advise them in any way, and they're just going to do their thing.
Other than the young kids now trying to make it and going out, what else should they do, Sal? What else?
Jeff, I don't know. You have to go out there and struggle. You know, I used to live in the bar. I used to sleep in the bathrooms at East Africa House. We used to have a place called the East Africa House, which is owned by Kenya, Uganda, and Tanganyika in those days.
In London?
Yeah, in London, at the Cumberland Place. 36th Great Cumberland Place. And before, no money, I used to sleep in the bathroom.
No.
And you know, there used to be those shirts, the nylon shirts. You wash them at night, and they dry up. In the morning, you put a new shirt. Coming out of the bathroom, you got a clean shirt and a tie on, and that's it.
And you slept in there?
Yeah. I used to have a brush where I used to brush my suit.
No, Sal.
Listen to me, man. I'm telling you, things were not that easy. And London is not a city where you're gonna go and kill anybody.
No.
Believe me.
No. You're gonna struggle.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. But anyway,
did you ever think of giving up when you were there, when you were sleeping
No.
in that toilet?
I love music too much, and I knew I had little talent because I could write songs, and I would surprise myself and say, I wrote that. Yeah. The words they say, and I would surprise myself, and that was it.
Yeah.
You learn.
Speaking of writing songs, you wrote a song for HIV and AIDS here in Kenya, didn't you? After you met Kibaki, and was it in Dar es Salaam?
No, I wrote the song. I went to visit Kibaki in State House, Mombasa, and Kibaki was so happy.
He was president then?
Yeah, president. Because I'd written a song about him. If you want to be happy and lead a good life, my Kibaki is the life.
You did not.
I'm telling you.
You didn't sing it for him?
No, I did. I sang it for him there.
What did he say?
I took a record with a little machine and played it. And he said, Sal, you wrote this for me. I said, yeah, I did. I call him Mai because, I used to play golf with Mai. Mai was a friend.
You go back many years?
Oh, listen, we'll be on Muthaiga playing golf 3 times a week.
With Mai?
Yeah. Oh, he was a good golfer in his time.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
Handicap?
I think he came down up to 11. He came down up to 11. But I wrote a song for him, And then I said, give me something, man, let me. He said, why don't you go as an ambassador? I said, ambassador? Now that, a little sweat came up my back, I don't know whether this man meant that or he's just joking.
Yeah.
Go as now Lucy jumps up and says, no, I don't want him to go as an ambassador. I want him to help me with HIV/AIDS. She was the chairperson of the National AIDS Control Council.
Yes.
She was the chairperson. I want Sal to write me a song. I want Sal to perform this song all over Kenya. Hey, that sounded like a good deal.
Better than ambassador?
Yeah,
I would have taken ambassador.
Yeah, but listen, Kibaki didn't say a word once Mama spoke.
Yeah.
Once Mama spoke, that was it.
That was it.
There was nothing else. I mean, not in a bad way, but
sure.
he said, Mama nasema hivi, wefuata mama. Yeah. And he said to me, you've been to the Arab world, you know the Arab world well. Why don't you go as an ambassador to the Arab world? Hey, I said, it was good. Anyway, it didn't happen. Then I wrote a song. Mama called a lady here, a professor here, called Miriam Were.
Yeah,
and I flew the next day. They were serious. I flew the next day and I went. I came to the Chancery Lane here. There's a building there. So I came there and saw, and they said, yeah, okay. And they took care of the situation. Then I don't know what happened. I did the records.
You write a song?
I wrote a song.
How'd it go?
The chorus, ukimwi ni ugonjwa mbaya, tizama lako, chunga maisha yako. Ukimwi hauna dawa, uliza daktari na waganga pia. Then the chorus, big chorus. Ukimwi raisi amesema, ukimwi umemaliza wafanya kazi.
Ukimwi.
Yeah, that was the chorus.
Yeah.
That was always the chorus. But the song came out beautiful. But then Mama was not there anymore. I think things happened. I don't know what, So we left.
So it never
hit the road, Jack.
That's another song you sang.
Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. And that's it. It never hit the road. So that was it. Now, maybe, things might happen.
With the First Lady?
With the First Lady.
Is she keen?
I didn't know she was also involved in the HIV. I didn't know. So when I was having lunch with her and the president, I said to the First Lady, which NGOs, Mama First Lady, you're involved in? She said, why? I said, because your counterpart, I I did for her. He says, yeah. I said, yeah. And then I sang the song right there on the table with the prayer. Yeah.
Come on.
I don't stop.
With Koinange and everybody?
Everybody. That's it. I said, Ukimi, Nugo. And he said, you wrote that? I said, yes. I am involved in the Ukimi, she said. What? I said, what's going on here? Today's my lucky day, man. You know?
It's your lucky day.
Yeah, if I ask for another 50 years, I get my age, I get another 50 years. You know? But anyway, now we're talking.
Yeah. And so you worked at this hotel, didn't you, I wonder?
This hotel, yeah, I was here sales manager. They said I was in New York also for them.
For the Intercon?
Yeah, you know, I'm not only not good looking, I also got brains, you know.
Beauty and brains.
Yeah, I tell you. Hard to come by.
You know, when they opened this hotel?
68.
1968?
Yeah.
I was 2 years old.
I tell you, and the best thing I have of this hotel is when Beatrice, the Queen Beatrice,
yes,
was coming. She was only a princess at the time. She was married to a guy called Klaus von Ensberg.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was a golfer, a good golfer, and Klaus plays golf. And he was coming. They wanted me to play golf with him.
With the prince?
Yeah. So the ambassador of Netherlands called me. My boss here, who was here at the time, was Fred Peelan. He was Dutch. So what happened is, they called my the general manager, and he came to my office. My office was just here, near, not very far. And he came to my office and said, hey, can you imagine? The prince wants to play golf with you. I said, well, so be it. I don't want to play golf with him. You cannot. I'll sack you if you don't play golf with the prince. He was Dutch, you see.
Yeah.
So anyway, then they said we're invited for lunch at the ambassador's home.
After golf?
No, before. So that I'm told how to address him.
Uh-huh.
I said, if he's a golfer, how to address him, okay? I said, let me play the game.
Yeah.
So I played the game. We went to the ambassador's house, and I was invited for lunch, and then they said, look, you have to call him here, Your Highness, blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, right away, we go there, understand? He comes with his security guys, so he's introduced to me, and I'm introduced to him, and he said to me, he said, you hit first, Sal. I said, no, Your Highness. No, Klaus is my name. Now, my boss, who was Dutch, cannot call him Klaus.
Well, you can.
Oh, what? He has to call him Your Highness and go, Your Highness. So I was doing it on purpose. Every time he hits even a bad shot, I say, good shot, Your Highness. Good shot, Klaus. And I think, well, yeah, good shot, Your Highness. Hey, I had a great fun with him.
Yeah.
Now, he invites me we went to play Pan-Africa. There was a band. He said to me, he loves music. He was in South America, you know, and he loves music. Anyway, we became friends. So when he went away, he wrote me a letter by hand. The letter to my boss here was typed.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got a handwritten.
Oh, the Dutch didn't like that. Oh, my boss didn't like it. He comes to my office and he throws the letter on my table. To you, he writes by hand. To me, he types. I said, well, some got it, some ain't.
Oh.
It killed him. But then he became, Princess Bia became
Queen.
Now we went to Limuru. We played golf in Limuru. So I have so many pictures with them. I don't know where I put them. With Princess Bia.
You gotta write that. You gotta write a book one day, Sal. You gotta write a book.
Keep saying that.
Honestly, man.
I got so many things, really. So many
It's
things.
priceless.
Never,
It's priceless.
never know. Well, give me the title. What do I say? What do I call it?
Oh man.
You can't say yes I can because Obama used it already. Who else? Give me a title. Give me a title.
Rhyming with the name Sal Davies.
Sal Davies or Sal Davies. So what? What's the title?
Title is The Greatest.
From Kibokoni
To
the world.
No, better yet, from Kibokoni.
To where? I was born in Kibokoni.
No, that's a great title.
Yeah. My first song made it possible for me to move from Kibokoni all the way to Lovington. I bought a house with Unchained My Heart.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, of course. The houses were cheap in those
From
days.
Kibokoni to the Kempinski.
No, Kempinski's Hotel. I worked there, so I don't want that.
But you performed a lot there, didn't you?
Oh, yes, I work a lot. But you got to come up with a name.
I like it. From Keep It Coney to something. We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. Yeah, okay, you work on it. Let me know.
You're a true legend, man.
Yeah.
Take us out with another song, man. Take us out.
What song?
Pick one, man.
What I'm gonna do to if I'm gonna do a show for the president, I'm not so sure. But if it's a show,
yes,
Maya is doing part of a show, and I'm doing part.
Yeah, we're talking about Maya Von Lecko, your daughter.
My daughter.
Yeah.
What kind of a song? My song that I wrote a song called "Don't Leave Me, Don't Leave Me, Don't Leave Me." It is true, you broke my heart when you said we had to part. I got a letter yesterday. It read, "Sal, I'm gone away. Please don't go. Stay here with me. Without your love, I can never be free." Well, that's one of my songs I wrote. Long time.
Love it.
Well,
the title of the book could also be Makini.
Could be.
Makini.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's work on it, Sal.
Let you work on it. Get a percentage of the price.
Sal Davies, true living legend and superstar. I'm telling you, 50 years later, he's still singing, he's still performing, he's still at the top of his game. And he will be performing this holiday season, not only at Kenya at 50 celebrations, but also Christmas time in Mombasa. How about that? Whoa! What a guest, what a show, what a Christmas holiday season we're having. And yes, with these specials, we want to put the best of the best out there so that you can appreciate as much as we can. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much to Sal Davies. And yes, Kenya at 50 continues right here on Jeff Koinange, only on Kenya's television network, KTN. Thanks for watching. Good luck. And good night.
Good night, baby.